Plan MMA podcast. I'm Jason. As always, my co-host, Mr. Zack Partridge, in the house. Another fighter spotlight with my boy Dominico Salas. What's up, Dominico?
What up, everyone?
Hey, you got a little fight coming up.
A little one.
So Dom, it's been a while. Where you been? What have you been up to?
I just been chilling. I've been teaching. I've been coaching. Yeah, I'm just living life. Feels good to be back in the mix.
Is being back in the mix? Is that something that we can plan on seeing you be a little bit more regular and active?
Oh, definitely. I've been really disciplined this camp. Got my weight down. I ain't even smoking no more. So yeah, I'm doing big things right now.
Good, man.
I wanted to touch on that because I've noticed a little bit of a change in you over the last couple of months, and I know I've reached out and told you I'm proud of you. Talk a little bit about some of those changes that have been happening these last few months, because I mean, I've noticed a big difference. I love it. I love what you're doing. Talk a little bit about it.
So back in November, when I first got my first call to fight Johan, I was like 245. Now, yeah, oof, yeah, I know.
How tall are you?
Well, when I'm trying to feel good, I'm 5'8", but realistically, doctor said I'm 5'6". So,
man, what do doctors know?
Yeah,
hey, I mean, got to listen to them sometimes, right? So yeah, I just been on my grind. Unfortunately, I pulled out of the Johan fight. I had some injuries, had some personal things that came up, so I just wasn't ready. But I didn't stop training even when I was injured. I just cut it back, and I just been on my grind. I just wanted to be the best version of myself I could be, and I've been listening to a lot of people. I'm professional now, so I'm treating it like a professional should. So
I love it.
That's smart. I like that. You brought up the Johan fight. Is that a fight that you'd like to revisit in the future?
I mean, if they want to. I mean, I don't really pick fights. They just say, hey, this guy's available. As long as they ain't my teammates or like I've trained with them and had a relationship, I'm down to basically fight anyone. I just don't. I would prefer not to fight my friends. Now, if we were in the UFC and there's a title and we making big money, that might be different if we can mutually agree upon. But yeah, I would much rather not fight anyone that is a friend,
Of course. So we can talk about like when you're going through the process. I've been through it. I've lost a lot of weight and stuff. One of the things that I talk about is, having that goal. Like, you have a date that you have to hit a weight by and stuff like that. What are some of the things that you're going to keep doing maybe between like fights and fight camps to try and keep your weight down? Like you said, you're handling like a professional now. Keep your weight down so that it's not these huge weight cuts too.
Well, I had a long layoff, so food got really good. And it's kind of nice when you don't have a fight because then you can eat whatever you want, or you can drink and hang out with your boys. And they're like, hey, we barbecuing. Let's cook some carne asada and Coronas. And be honest, I miss carne asada and Coronas, but so, just now that I've been eating clean and healthy, I've been cooking for myself a lot. When I go out to eat at places that are, better, no fast food, no McDonald's, Wendy's, any of that stuff. I've been going to places like Vessel Kitchen, Mo Betta's. I go there, but I get like brown rice and and chicken. Yeah. I don't get the mac salad. Everyone's like, that's my favorite. I'm like, I get it.
That's the best part.
But I'm cutting that out. I'm like extra cabbage, side salads, big, I think, change in my nutrition is actually I've been going to Mill Creek Nutrition. Okay. I get their protein drinks. They actually named a drink after me because I go there so much. So yeah.
What's in your drink?
What's it called?
So it's called the Beetlejuice, but because I get like extra protein, extra energy, and pre-workout. That one that they put a little button in for me, it's called the Dominico. So that's what I get, because I like to have that like before training. Gives you a little energy. It's not heavy. There's like zero sugar in it, and so it's just good for you. And I think that's really helped me. They're one of my sponsors, one of my many sponsors. But yeah, they've really been riding with me for a long time. I mean, they should. I've spent a lot of money there.
Hey, so your last fight was your pro debut for LFA, correct?
Yep, LFA.
And where do you feel like in this long layoff that you've gotten better?
I mean, just all around. Me, I'm very self-deprecating. I don't think I'm as good as people say I am. I don't believe my own hype, because it just makes me push harder and push better. I tell people, where I started from, because I started late in the game. I didn't even start training until I was 28.
Me too.
Yeah.
See, and we technically we're late in the game, but I think it doesn't really matter when you start as long as you start. And I use this when I was on U92. It's like Michael Jordan just didn't become Michael Jordan, or he wasn't just Michael Jordan. He worked hard, disciplined, trained hard to become that. And I feel that I've been training, for a while, and I just try to work on everything, my jiu-jitsu, my wrestling, my striking. So I'm not a master at anything, but I just got a lot of things I picked up over the years. I went to Extreme Couture a couple weeks ago, got some good rounds in with some pros. Jake Shields was out there. I did his jiu-jitsu class, and it's really good to, when you go against like really high-level pros, kind of see where you're at. So I'm very thankful that they even allowed me to go down there. Very grateful. So
very cool. Cause like what I don't know, because like I feel like on long layoffs you see two versions of people, right? You can see when people haven't been at the gym, but you can see when they've been in the gym grinding and stuff like that, where they've leveled up. Jason and I say it all the time. Sometimes like UFC fighters, you see them coming off a 1 or 2 year layoff. Sometimes that's a bad thing, but sometimes it's a really good thing, and you see a way better version of that person. Like, are there areas that you don't even have to share them, but are there areas that you expect that you'll be able to perform better in that cage?
Well, because I'm not going to be carrying around much weight, I think my movement will be a little bit better.
Cool.
I say my stamina, but it doesn't matter if I'm tired. Me, I'm always down to fight.
You're coming forward. Yeah, you were coming forward.
I got that Latino heart, that Mexican heart. That's what we do. We come forward. And I was helping Kent get ready for his fight before someone hit him with a truck. Yeah, dude. And shout out to my boy Kent. Get back, get heal up soon. Get back in there. We need you. I've just been helping other people get ready for their fights. But yeah, it's just because you have a layoff doesn't mean that you don't train. Because I have teammates and they're fighting. They're on their way to the top, and we're gonna shine together. We all gonna make it to the UFC. That's my goal. As I said on the radio, my goal is to be in the UFC next 1 to 2 years. And I'm not super polished like my boy Mitch. I think Mitch should already be in the UFC, but I'm gonna come in with that style. I'm gonna put on a show, because that's me. I'm a showman. I shouldn't take as much damage as I do, but it's like, all right, let's go. Kind of lets you know you're alive in there sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy coaching more or fighting more?
I love them both. It's been a while since I cornered and I coached. So at the Still Fist fights on Saturday, I was able to get back in there.
Oh yeah, you got some guys in there.
It was great. It was great to get back in there. My boy Jordan got a big win. My ex-brother-in-law, Ray, he fought his first fight. It was a no contest, but the fact that he got in there, as once you get in the cage and you fight, even if you win or lose, you're like a 1%. Because
for sure.
Not very many people in this world or in life are going to go in the cage and fight, and let alone in front of people,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm proud of everyone that gets in there. Win, lose, or draw, if you get in there, You know, that's a big thing. Now, if you win, now you're part of a 1% of 1%. So, you know, anyone that's out there that's, you know, thinking about fighting, I usually always say, don't go independent. Don't not train. Go train a year. Do jiu-jitsu, do boxing, do wrestling, do Muay Thai. You know, get a feel for everything. And so when you go in there, you don't have any excuses because you don't want to be the guy. You know, like I said, I tell this in my story. When I was a fan first, I was a big fan of MMA. I've been watching it since The Ultimate Fighter 1. I've been watching boxing before that. So, you know, I didn't want to be the guy that said, oh, I could have did that. I could have did that. I put my nose to the grindstone and I did it. And it took me a year because when I joined the fight team back in the UCTC days, back in the day, Ramsey was the head MMA coach. And he told me, because I was fat as shit. I was like 280 back then. I was the last person on the run back, and no one thought I would make it. And I just stayed consistent. I kept on coming, kept on showing up, kept on taking my lumps, and look where I'm at now, man. You know, I'm on the Damage Plan podcast. You know, people.
You were on U92 the other day. Shout out to Dre.
Yeah,
U92.
My boy Dre. You know. And dude, things like this it's always been my dream. And now since November, I've been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of self-improvement, reading a lot more. And it's my desire to inspire. I want to let people know, hey, no matter where you are in life, no matter what you want to do, you can do it. It's not just going to come easy. It's going to take hard work and dedication, but anyone can do this.
Yeah.
Maybe not fighting. Maybe your goal is to graduate college, be the first one in your family to go to college. Maybe it's to open a business. Maybe it's to be a comedian or a movie star. You know, just grind, put in the work, put in the time and effort, and eventually something's gonna work out for you.
Yeah,
dude. I just have to say, your motivation and you trying to like help build other people up too. I think that's awesome, and I don't know how many people tell you, but I'm sure it. Dude, there's days when I'm like having a rough day, and I'm like, you know, when you're having a rough day, you kind of just get on your phone and start scrolling, and I freaking see your face, you know, and telling everybody to get up. Yeah. And dude, I'm sure I'm not the only one, but it pumps me up. I think it's awesome. And I don't know how many people reach out and tell you, but I hope they do, because I'm sure you're helping a lot of people by doing that and just being a voice of positivity in your community and in the whole community. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you doing that.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Now, yeah, I do got people that reach out to me, and I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I get that. I'm a little abrasive with the way I talk, but I keep it real. That's one thing you're going to get with me.
You're being
exactly.
You.
Like, I look up to Joey Diaz. Joey Diaz is my Uncle Joey. He motivates me the same way, and, you know, I don't like copy him, but I just speak from my heart. And that's why I say, hey, motherfuckers, I love you. You know, go do you, chase your dreams, write them down. Because all this motivational stuff I've been reading and going through, you know, you got to write your goals down. You got to have something to work towards. And then every day you're chipping away at it. And yeah, you're going to have fallbacks. You're going to go back and forth, you know. But the thing is, just keep treading forward. Keep going forward, because like I said, I want us all to shine. I want us all to win. I want us all to have the big houses on the hill, stacks of money, the fly shorty. You know, I want us all to win. And it's just, you know, even with this dude that's fighting, I'm thankful this guy took the fight, you know. Chris, I hear he's a great competitor. He's fought a lot. You know, I'm thankful that, because it takes two to tango. I can't go in there and beat up myself. It wouldn't be as entertaining.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful that he showed up or is going to show up. And, you know, like I say, hopefully we could both enter in with not a lot of injuries, because, you know, we all have injuries, but hopefully we both leave no major injuries, you know.
Yeah.
I want to put on a show, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's all love. Weird to say, fighting in the cage, it's all love, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it is, though.
We had people, we had a new to MMA promotion cage side doctor at our Fierce show in May in Orem, down in Orem.
Yeah, I was there.
And he even brought up, he's just like, I can't believe how like respectful the fighters are with each other and stuff, like during and after the fights.
Yeah,
like, that's what it is. It's just sport.
Yeah,
it is. Well, and because everyone, if you're a real fighter, you know what you put in and you know what they put in.
Exactly.
And to discredit anyone, there's always trash talk, and there's always going to be like, man, forget that guy. But end of the day, deep down in your heart, hey, man, that guy went through the same struggles I went through. And, it's dude, I have brothers that aren't my real brothers, but we are brothers because we have bled,
Oh yeah,
blood, sweat, tears. Like, dude, like there's people that don't even live in the state no more that are my brothers for life because we've trained together, beat the shit out of each other. And, it's just all love. Same thing, jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, once you find a community, it's great to know that you have people in your corner no matter what. Because I have a homie he moved back to Boston. My boy Elijah Booker, man, we started out training together. He's actually one of my sponsors. He blessed me when I was down in Vegas. And, I was able to bless people when I was down there too. Because when I got some money, I went out to eat. I was giving out money left and right. That's just me, man. When I get my $100 million, I'm giving away $50 million because that's just me, man. I could live off a little because I've lived off not a lot before. So I feel it's my need to give to people when they can't necessarily give to themselves. So, that's kind of my outlook. I'm different. I know I'm not everyone's like me, but that's just me. That's just my calling. That's what I like about teaching. I don't know everything. That's why I tell people, I'm not going to be your only teacher. I'm not going to be the only one that's telling you. I'm just telling you what works for me, what I've picked up from, what I feel are masters like Court, Ramsey, just a whole bunch of people I've trained with even back in the day, like Mafu, Coach Jason. These are all people that have helped me and inspired me in my life to be better. Mafu teaches at Fight City. Jason, I think, is still the jiu-jitsu coach at UCTC. Even though I don't go there, I still see them, and it's always nothing but love. And I really appreciate the people. I'm blessed, man. I'm there's very few people in this community that I don't like. I think there's only one or two. And
you want to shout?
Who is it? Who is it?
That's the thing. I would never tell you guys who because I don't want
after we go off live.
I don't want you to judge them off my experience. I want you to judge them for them. So
we probably don't like them either. Then
probably, but hey, that's none of my business.
Oh man,
no, it's all good. So Dom, what do you know about your opponent, Chris Ruffin? You said he's fought in a lot. Like, what do you know? Like what are you game planning for?
So I'm game planning for Kamaru Usman. That's who I'm fighting. We fight 170. I'm fighting the world champion. I know he's a tough dude. He got good striking, good wrestling. I know he's going to bring it to me. That's all I know. And like I said, my mindset is I'm fighting the world champion. That's how I try to go into every fight, no matter what weight class. If I'm 70, if I'm 55, shit, if I was back up at 85, I'd be fighting Israel Adesanya. That's just the mindset I go into. So I just know obviously you guys called him for a reason, and so I'm not taking the dude lightly, and I'm sure he's not taking me lightly either. He might see me smiling, and I'm sure it's a fight. A fight is a fight. I'm sure he's going to fight his fight. He's going to do what he has to do. And like I said, I'm going to put on a show. I'm going to do what I got to do, and nothing but love. Like I said. There's no animosity. There's been plenty of guys that I've been in there with that want to take me. Now, if you see me at weigh-ins, I'm just like kind of smiling. I'm like a weirder version of the Diaz brothers, but I'm a Salas brother, I guess.
Cool, man. Do you want to make a prediction for the fight?
No. I'm going to put on a show. I never say if I'm going to win or lose. I just know I'm going to put on the show.
Yeah.
It's going to go. It's going to lay out the way it's going to lay out. And, that's the thing with me is, I believe in myself and I know he believes in himself. It's like the unmovable force makes the unstoppable object. And we're just going to figure out who moves first,
Cool.
Nice. Dom, are there any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, he's got 80.
You guys got time?
You got time
List
for
them
this?
off. List them off.
You got another.
Okay. So first one, Mill Creek Nutrition, as I mentioned earlier, got the salsa queen. I know y'all tried her salsa before. Modern Edge custom cabinets,
Kelly.
Wasatch Tetris movers. We got Urban Pawn and Jewelry. So if you want to go get your bling on, go see them. If you need some money, you need to go pawn something, talk to them. Club Echo and Karma. I used to bounce for them. So they blessed me and they sponsored me. So that's probably where I'm going to go after the fights, after everything. We can go cut a rug and go dance, have a good time.
Cut a rug, baby. Cut a
rug, baby. Langford and Ramos. Mike Langford, he's my personal attorney. He's the man. You guys ever need any help with any legal troubles, make sure you reach out to him. My boy Elijah Booker, as I talked about on the East Coast, I put him on my shorts and my shirt as well.
Awesome.
Hanson Ringside Medicine. He did my blood work, my physical, made sure everything was good, sent it to the man that had to review everything, make sure I got the fight. Isaac Luck Tattoo. Isaac Luck, I know a couple tattoo artists are all great. He's one of the best in the whole state of Utah. Lettering is on fire. So you can go to isaaclucktattoo.com. A new one, All Sports Mouth Guards. They're in West Jordan. I know that they do good work, and he heard me on the radio, and so I want to make sure I gave him a big shout out. So those are our main sponsors, but U.S. Cryotherapy over on 7th East and 21st South, they are great, man, especially recovery, just trying to keep your body tuned and working well, especially because doing what we do. Of course, the Pit SLC, Coach Ramsey, I coach there too sometimes. So anytime you want to come try a free class or, come train with us. Also, Rise Boxing up in Park City, MG, Coach Marco. MG, she was just on ESPN, put on a hell of a show.
She did.
Madison Square Garden, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's, Utah, man, we blowing up, baby. We got great people in this state. We got great people in, fact that the UFC is going to bless us with a title fight. We need to sell that out so they keep coming back. So please, I know buy tickets and select my mug for this fight, but make sure you guys sell out the Vivint Arena. And
it's going to sell out.
Because here's the thing. They keep coming back. They're going to start looking at us, people like me, people like, everyone that's coming up on the scene, and we're going to get our chance. And, let's do it, baby. Let's all shine together. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, Dom. I love it, man. June 25th, Fierce Fighting Championship 20 at the Maverick Center. Go to fiercefightingchampionship.com. Click on Dom's picture. Support your local fighters. It's going to be an awesome night. Dom, thank you very much for joining us. And, hey, shout out to my boy Dre from U92 for always supporting local MMA and having all of our fighters, having some of the fighters on and interviewing them. Dre, we can't thank you enough, man, for everything you do for Utah MMA. Dom, we'll see you next Friday at the weigh-ins. Everybody else, we'll see you guys Friday at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, you get to see me at my skinniest.
All right. We will.
All right, love you guys. Much love.
All right, brother. Yep, we out. Thanks again, Dom.